Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Now Experts Time channel. In this channel, we discussed various topics from ServiceNow, tips, tricks, best practices, standards, solutions, etc. So when you have a time, please explore those items. May that will help you in the real business landscape. So in today's session, what we are going to talk about is data. So, in the past few videos, this channel gives the importance of the data and how the data it is giving a hands-on support for your AI solution, how to manage the data, how to recover the data, what are all the channels are there. Those details we discussed in the earlier videos. So, in today's video, how to feed the data. So everyone knows feed the data means ServiceNow already have that capability that is called imports a table. That imports a table will do manipulations whether I need to create a record or I need to update a record. Everything it can be achievable through this imports a table, but it is completely developer or administrator related activity. So ServiceNow try to brought one more solution without developer, without administrator. Can we do like a configuration as a solution and try to change the traditional method to modernized data field? That answer it helped in this session. So ServiceNow introduced that modernized data field like a three-step approach, three-phase approach. Using the three-phase approach, you can feed the data without a development experience. That is a key message here. What is that? How we are going to achieve it? That's what we are going to talk in this session with a simple demo. So as I mentioned, this is a three-phase approach. ServiceNow already provided that capability: template, source mapping, and scheduled import. These are all the out-of-box capability. You can use this capability and you can do a data feed without any developer support. So it's completely configuration based solution. Only thing is you need to prepare the template with the right content. That is a key message. If the template is having the right content, then it is easy to feed the data in the system. So there are three approaches are there: start, action, and execute. So start, we need to prepare a template, or you can use the existing template, and the template also easily modifiable. So the flexibility wise it should support. That is a key message in this phase. And the second is an action. So when you prepare this template, uh, just to take a sample scenario, you have already created a table. The table is having a 10 fields. The 10 fields are mapping with your template. So if the 10 fields having the data into the template, if you feed that data via template into the target table, then 10 fields actually updating or creating. If you want to modify, instead of 10 field I want to add a 12 fields, 15 fields, so I want to change the structure. That is also possible. So if you prepare that structure in the Excel sheet itself, then it is taking that input, and when you are feeding the data, it will automatically change your table structure based on your template. What data you are seeing, the same data it will be populated in your target table. So that's what I have highlighted as a three scenario. Existing what you have, what the table is have, you want to update that information or create that information, use it. uh, Something you want to create a new in the existing side, that is also possible. It's completely brand new, something it is not available, you want to create it in your target table, that is also possible via templates. So what I have highlighted, these three use cases, the three use cases can be handled via template itself. So once the data it is ready, then you can feed it whenever you want, based on your timing or based on your manual intervention, then you can do it. So once the data is feeded, then you need to do that housekeeping, whether the data it is accurate, whether the data is required or not. So those type of housekeeping you need to do it. So these are all the three phases I'm just trying to highlight here. Next is a template model. So you can create your own template. There is no specific item, but the main thing is When you prepare that template, give the right name in the column. For example, you have a business unit means you just give the business unit. The space ServiceNow side, when you are feeding, it will take this space as an underscore. Okay, so give a right name, app name, so that it will help. And the template, maybe you have some tab based input in your one Excel sheet. For example, this is a sample one. Overview is one tab, and fields is having another tab, approvals is having another tab, fulfillment is having another tab. Just for an example, I'm just saying. So similar way, you want to create a separate table, and you want to map this each tab in a different table, that is also possible. If you want to map the all tab into the same table, that is also possible. So both can be flexible here. So you just put your thought process. You are preparing when you are preparing a template, that template should be flexible format. You can change it anything, anywhere, anytime. So when you do this item, then it should support in your table structure in the existing table, or create a new table in the ServiceNow point of view. So table column values and associate a different table. These item, it is representing information about your table structure, table mapping, and table fields. So yes, this is template. This template is a modifiable, and table schema also changes based on your Excel sheet, what you are preparing in the template. And it's typical low code no code solution. No major code is required here to feed the data. Developer independent. So if you have a basic knowledge what is ServiceNow, how to use the user interface, then it is okay to handle this type of data feeding from your side. And drag and drop mapping, so there is no manual mapping is required. So just move from left side to right side, then automatically the field mapping is happening. For any reason you have some complex requirement, you want to do some scripting, that is also possible via this capability. So using script also possible there. Next we can go for a demo. So I just go in this instance, my personal instance. So I have taken App Engine related studio. Here you can see that template. Normally App Engine Studio, if you want to create a scoped application, so that time it is possible. For any reason you are feeding the data some base tables means task table, configuration item table. So those tables also supported via this App Engine Studio. So it is not only focusing a scoped application table, that means scoped application table data feed not only possible, and additionally supporting your out of box related table as well. Example, I said task and configuration item table. So I just created a template here. So just open it in this edit template. So if I open here, there is an Excel sheet I have already uploaded for your information. So this item, what it is supporting is, there are four major items it is supporting. One is a data, and second one is a experience, and third one is a logic and automation, and fourth one is a security. What it mean? So data and experience both are tightly coupled. What is that means? Data means it is a table. Experience means it is a form. So when you are creating a table, then associated form will be created. So the the data and experience tightly coupled because of this reason. So each table will have a form. That's what we are talking about, tightly coupled. Next, logic and automation means there are three types of items currently available. That means you have a playbook, or you want to create a flow or subflow, or you want to create some email related item. These three items currently available. So how it should behave, what it should behave, how we can handle those type of classifications are instructions you can provide in these three steps. If you want, you can use it. Otherwise, you can skip it. Next is security. This template is visible to whom? Who can access this template? Those type of restriction you can configure in this security area. We can do that role, what role you have, a out of box role or you have a custom role. Based on the role mapping with your user account, then they can access it. Otherwise, they cannot access it. So restriction you can do via this security option. So this is a major four items ServiceNow introduced. Everything it is a drag and drop item. So here what we can do is I just create one table, not table, I just create one new item here. I'm just clicking the add button. There are three items currently available. Import sheet, and create a blank table, and create a data integration. So via this, you are bringing the data from your external sources. That external sources ServiceNow classified as 3. So here we are going to focus that import set spreadsheet. So I'm just selecting the spreadsheet option here. So once I click, then uh, once I add that item, I just click the continue button. After that, what you prepare that spreadsheet, you need to upload it. So I have prepared a sheet. So what I have showcased in my screen, in this screen, the same item I have prepared in my template as well. So different tab it is there. Each tab it having a different columns and values. So when I feed this template, then it shows like it's successfully added. I'm just clicking a continue button. So here you can see based on each tab, it is taking as a separate item. So I just showcase it here. Like here you can see overview, fields, approvals. So I go to the same here. Here you can see the sheet name is overview, sheet name is fields, and sheet name is etc etc. So each tab it is taking as a separate sheet. Now you want to convert this item, you want to convert this information into the table from that Excel sheet. So what I'm doing here is I'm just selecting this import spreadsheet data. After that, I'm just clicking a convert table. So in this convert table, ServiceNow is providing a two option. Do you want to create a new table or do you want to create an existing table? For any reason you want to feed the data from the existing table, that is also possible. So here some of the table by default it will display. So if you want to do some configuration item related table, then it will support. So here you can do that configuration item, by default it will come. So I have already created here, maybe that's the reason it is not coming, but when you want to extend in your existing table, that is possible, just to try it. So present I'm just creating a new table. So create a new table here, I'm just clicking continue button. So once I select this button, then it shows only overview samples tab related information is converted here. So it's creating, these are all the fields. So total fields, how many are available in that Excel sheet, those all fields will be created here. For example, if I go here, here you can see the business unit, service name, service owner, record producer name, etc. Here also you can see business unit, service name, service owner, record producer. So all fields are visible here. So what are all the fields available in the template, everything you just cross verify it, and you can change the type of that each field, and you can define the character limit of the each field also. Here everything it is a configurable based on the data feed. So I'm just going with the same option, so it's for a demo purpose, so I'm not doing anything here. So I just give a new table name, net overview template. So if you want to extend this table from your parent table, that is also possible. You want to generate some number like incident means inc 00001, something like that, right? So similar way you can give any prefix number in this table. This table, it's a completely import set table, so the typical traditional way only, but you need to create that import set table manually, where you need to understand the table definition so that you can go and create that import set table, etc. But here just clicking and configuring, that's all. So that's what it's a developer free solution. Now I'm configuring that some role, because I'm not allowing all person to access this template and to access this data feed. I just put a ITL role and I'm just selecting all but now. So ITL person only can do this activity, other person cannot do it. So role mapping is pretty much important to restrict your work or to restrict your data feed. So it's loading now, just give me a minute. So after that it will generate that information, it will go for this new page. Yes, so successfully it's created one view. Now I go to the done. I'm not moving all tables, I'm not moving all tabs. Specifically I have taken only one tab, that is called overview tab. So if you have some other requirement, you can do that type of action repeatedly and enable this sheet one by one. I'm just moving a next option here. I'm just refreshing that item. Here you can see that table. This is a table we have created. Actually it should create another item that is called data import. So what table you are creating, the equivalent data import should be created. Just check what is the problem, why it is not displaying. I'm just doing the preview. Here you can see the data is feeded automatically. So what I have entered there, so those all items by default it is adding here. So this is a data I have noted in my template. So go to this downloads and open it. Actually I don't have an XLS MS Office in my system, so it will show like this only, but actually I have feeded the data, so based on the data only it is representing this information. So use the same template and try to change the data based on your expectation. The major item is whenever the table is having a data imports a table, there is an option called edit. You just go here. What I have explained in that screen, that means the three-phase approach: source mapping, map to target, schedule, import. This is a three-phased approach. Here you can do that configuration changes. For example, you have a plan to modify your template. That means it is in 10 fields. You are going to add additional 5 more fields. So total 15 fields. So you, after that updating that information, you collect the template. You just remove this template. After that you add that new template. So I'm just adding what you have received from the requester, you just add it. Now the template is added. So first step is over, source configuration is done. Next, map to target. This is a pretty much important part. So when you are modifying the data fields or adding additional fields in the template, it will show the warning message: I'm going to change your table schema mapping, because earlier it was 10 fields, now additionally you added 5 more fields, so total 15 fields are there. So when I feed this data, that time your table structure is going to change. That message, warning message, it will showcase when you are going to the map to target. If you accept, just click update button. After that the target table, it will change it. So in this map to target, it is a pretty much important portion. What is that? Is this is helping to mapping the fields, what value needs to map with what field, that definition you are giving here. If you go to the edit mapping, here you can see left side column and right side column. So these are all the fields currently available in your template. This fields needs to be mapped with the target fields. So this is a sheet template, this is a import set table. So if you want to map something, for example, I'm just moving a description here. What I will do is I'm dragging and dropping this option to the appropriate field. For example, I just go. So this is a target table for a CI configuration item. So for example, if I drag and drop this description field with the justification, then you can see the blue color tick mark. That means when you see this blue color tick mark, this field is mapped to the target field. So imports a target field. So when you talk about this imports a target field, this imports a table, it is automatically mapping with the target table, because when you select that mapping, like which table I want to map, that time itself this imports a table and the target table automatically mapped in the background. So when you feed the data here from here to there, then automatically this value will pop up in your target table. So here you don't want to showcase and everything. So instead of this all matching fields, if you are selecting, then it will automatically convert which field you want to see it. So see here. So earlier it shows only the one field as a blue color mark. Now it shows a 6 field as a blue color mark. So which is mapping, in what possibilities it is mapping us based on the name matching. So here category field it is there. So category name is mapping with your subcategory or category. So it is automatically mapping. So the name is a unique ID here. Based on the name, it is automatically mapping when you are selecting this option. That means all matching fields in the target table. So this is a way we are doing the mapping. So once it is done, then the final step is you are going to import. So sorry, I am not saving this option. Just saved it now. After that, I am moving to the next one, that is called the scheduled import. So here what you are going to do is you are scheduling that import. So in initial time, like, so first time you are doing means just click a run import, immediately it will execute it. But you want to modify these options every timing interval, then you need to schedule that import. So when you want to schedule the report, just click that option. Here it will show the hours and minutes. Here you can select that appropriate timeline and just save it. Based on the timeline, automatically execute it. So if you want to run immediately, then just click the run import button, then automatically feed the data in your target table and you can see the result whenever you want. So this is what it is classified here. The major component I forget to highlight, that is called, when you go to the edit mapping, ServiceNow side, you know the collace. Collace means what? Whether I need to insert or whether I need to update. That decision needs to take, right? So when the field is having a collace true in the import set table, that is called a traditional view, that time it will check based on the field existence. After that, it will do the update or it will create the new entry. The same type of option, it can be handled via this match. So if this match toggle button is enabled, it is acting as a unique ID field. If the unique ID field is available in your template, so based on the data verification, it is exist, then it will update. If it is not exist, then it will create. So this toggle button is helping to take that decision, like a insert or update. It act as a unique ID. So you can enable this option also. For any reason you want to do some scripting related item, then you can do that scripting item from this view, like a data pill view. So which area you want to do that scripting, use this data pill and you just write the script and you can execute it. So this is a way normally you will do it. And additional thing is, you want to do some before business rule or after business rule, that time it will automatically enable based on this synchronization or based on this scripting windows. So both are possible. So wherever it is required, you just enable that script and you just run it. It will support for your business requirement. So this is a way normally it will work in your landscape. So all fields are there. So only thing is, you need to feed the template, step number 1. And step number 2 is which field I'm going to map with which field. That means template to your target table. You are just doing in this step number 2. And you need to enable this like a unique ID. So that unique ID can be handled via this match field toggle button. Use this toggle button and just enable this appropriate collace field. Next, finally you are importing that data. This is a way it is working. So I believe you guys having that appropriate access in your instance, you just try to do it. Definitely it will support you. It is a very good feature. Mainly it is a developer free feature, developer free solution. Just to do the configuration, you can see the magic in the data feed point of view. So this is what we call it as traditional to our modernized data field. Please utilize it. It is exclusively for your low code no code related environment. I hope you guys are enjoyed this video. Stay tuned and subscribe this channel to understand more niche and interesting topic from ServiceNow. Thanks for your time. Good day. Goodbye.